All right, man. It's Friday. It's the after show, man. We got lots of shit to talk about. We got lots of news. We got lots of shit. But Andy, you wanted to rant about something, man.
No, I changed my mind. I don't want to.
Oh, you don't?
No,
Okay.
I
But shit.
got over it already.
You guys are showing some cool books. I want to see all those books you guys are showing before we got on
Yeah,
here.
I'll show them again.
Kiss and Tell by Lydia Chris. It's got every intimate picture ever of Peter Chris and her life together. It's awesome. And she will autograph it to you. Um, I got this, and it has got the most amazing stories and photos inside. So
I saw
it's
Hot in
good
the Shade. I
stuff, man.
like half that album.
Yeah, good stuff. Show us what you got, Travis.
Okay, I got The Doors. No One Here Gets Out Alive. Great biography about Jim Morrison. I got Blue. I got Blue Oyster Cult Agents of Fortune from Martin Popoff. That's a great one. I got
I wonder if he ever pops off.
Judas Priest Turbo Till Now.
I love Turbo.
I got the Ultimate Black Sabbath book, Doom Let Loose, because Black Sabbath means a whole lot to me. I love every incarnation of Sabbath except for that awful 13
Who?
album.
Which album?
That awful 13 album.
I like most of it.
I like.
Yeah, it sounds too much like the debut. Uh,
What's wrong
Iron
with that?
Maiden, album by album, Iron Maiden. This goes up to Book of Souls. This is a great read.
I love Book of Souls.
Yeah, Book of Souls has some good songs on it. Uh, got the Ramones picture by picture book. That's an amazing read.
Chris Senzak would love that.
Yeah, man, I love the Ramones. I'm a huge fan. Thin Lizzy, The Sun Goes Down,
Chris Senzak would love that also.
and then the Nuge,
Uh,
Mad Motor City Madhouse.
well, a lot of people hate him, but he rules.
Oh, fuck them, man. Ted
Yeah, fuck
Nugent's
them.
awesome. Bunch of snowflakes. Ted
You have
Nugent
any?
kicks
You have any
ass.
books, Andy?
He's an all right guy.
I got some books, but I didn't think we were gonna be showing some. But hold
I
on.
didn't know either, but you guys
Um,
were talking before the show, so
I got
We got
some.
to do a Ted Nugent show pretty soon. I'd love to do a top 11 songs.
oh yeah.
I got this one here. I'm just gonna grab this one because I have it
Just
at arms. At
just as
arms
long as
length.
it's not Limp Bizkit.
This is Sergeant Pepper at 50.
Whoa.
This talks about pretty much the ins and outs of the making and everything that came with Sergeant Pepper, with the change in the wardrobe, the change in just music in general, where you pretty much were given the green light to do whatever you wanted on an album, and it can
Do
still be
you, do
popular.
you think they thought that at the time?
No, I don't think so. I think they were just doing it because that's what you
That's
know.
what the Beatles did.
Yeah,
And we just got done covering, sorry for the spoiler alert. We just got done spoiling
the please,
reviewing the first record and what they became to inspire. It
yeah,
was amazing.
and to
And
think, yeah,
and Sergeant Pepper is an amazing record.
yeah,
And the things they influenced just from that, man, just from the art, just from the music, they inspired so much.
yeah, and to think that they're only 4 years apart. Can you grasp
Right,
4
right.
years in between Please Me and Sergeant Pepper?
Ah,
That's
it's
crazy.
crazy.
That's
Crazy.
that's nuts.
And what George Martin was to do with production.
Yeah,
And he Sergeant Pepper was 4 tracks, people. When you hear this, remember it's 4 tracks, meaning you have a vocal, you have a guitar, you have a bass, you have a drum that gets bounced, and then you have harmonica or tuba or a symphony or whatever. It gets bounced, and shit gets degraded.
Yeah.
Oh my God, if this album could have been done on 48 tracks, holy shit.
And to think that, the Beatles will say, I want this sound, I want this, I want that. So George Martin went out there and said, okay, this is how we're going to do that sound. This is how
Right.
we're going to do what's in y'all's head. And they will do it. It's just amazing.
The engineers and the producers of the time found a way.
Yeah.
Jeff Emmerich,
And they
didn't he
were
produce a
fucking
lot of the
magicians.
Beatles? Didn't he
Yeah.
engineer a lot of the Beatles and Pink Floyd?
Yep. Jeff Emmerich. Exactly.
But well, I got some books. I don't know how to read, but I got books. I know how to
Come
read.
on now.
I just don't have time because I'm producing all these podcasts and putting them up and
Audible is
editing
your
them.
friend.
I got Geddy Lee, My Effin' Life.
Awesome.
I got Rush album by album.
Ooh, I need that.
I got Surrender by Bono.
Hmm. Oh
And
yeah,
I
that's
got
right
I
there.
got Let's Go by Joe Milliken, who's one of my friends on Facebook, about Benjamin Orr. So this is about
You
Benjamin
got a
Orr.
lot of toilet time happening, man.
Dude, I need to read this book because Benjamin Orr rules. Do you guys like the Cars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a stupid question. Of course we do.
Well, there's some people who don't like the Cars, and I don't
Those
understand that
people are
shit.
wrong.
And I do have all the songs by the Beatles, but I don't know where it is right now. Well, it gives you everything minutia about the Beatles songs.
I need that Rush book.
Which one?
The second one you brought
The
up.
album by album?
Travis, you're a little bit away from your fucking microphone. Get
Album
closer.
by album? This one?
There we go. How do I sound now?
This one?
Yes, that's the
I
one.
use this when we do Rush podcast. I didn't use it for Presto though. I fucked up. I don't think we
How
ever.
do I sound now, Mooger?
You sound fine, man.
Wonderful.
But
You're
I've got
fine.
some.
My hearing just sucks.
I
So
got
it's
something that
close. It's
grinds.
better if you're closer.
You know what sucks?
Yeah.
I got something that grinds my gears. I was
Uh-oh.
listening to the Eddie Trunk podcast. He was doing an interview with John Five today. Well, whatever, whenever it happened, it was on his podcast. And they were talking about the Hollywood takeover. And Eddie Trunk and John Five were licking Vince Neil's ass. And I don't know why the fuck they were licking Vince Neil's ass because Eddie Trunk goes, "That's the best I've ever seen Vince sound. I know Vince gets a lot of shit, but I think his vocals are getting way better at the Troubadour. I've seen videos from the Troubadour. No, 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 he didn't get better. No, he still sucks." And John Five says, "We don't down tune. We let Vince does all the high notes. We don't down tune. Maybe you're playing fucking tapes. I don't know what the fuck it is. I saw those videos from the Troubadour, whatever the Hollywood takeover.
Yeah.
It sounds like total shit still. Travi, what do you think about that?
I think Eddie Trunk is just a freaking blowhard.
I love him, but
Yeah.
he licks people's asses way too much.
Look, I never thought Vince Neil was a technically great singer. I like the way his voice sounded on those early Motley Crue albums.
Yeah.
But to say I don't know, he just sounds like shit. He sounds terrible, and I didn't even bother listening to that canceled song.
It was the best song they released.
That album,
Oh,
that
good.
song
Enjoy
fucking
it for me.
sucked ass.
Oh,
Enjoy.
it did, but it was better than the other three.
I just think Eddie Trunk just needs to shut the fuck up.
Eddie Trunk needs a like.
Even though I
He's-
love
he-
him for,
he-
I appreciate him for loving UFO. I'll give him that.
You mean he's not your friend? He's everybody's friend,
No.
man. Come on.
Do you like Mog's Motel? Did you hear that album?
Who?
Phil Mogg. He has a new solo album called Mog's Motel.
No, I haven't gotten to that one yet. I know Pete Pardo did a review on that, so I got to go check that out.
Well, he was licking Phil's ass on that, so it must be good if Eddie says it's good, right?
It must be.
Must be. What do you think about that? Like he's saying Vince sounded the best he's ever sounded.
Who, me?
Yeah.
You know what? It's been a while since I really listened to Eddie Trunk. I've met him a couple of times in person, but it's been probably a good 3 years since I've heard him on his podcast. And I'll just say that I listen more to our podcast, so the podcast that we put out.
Yeah.
Before I listen to Eddie Trunk.
Yeah,
You
I
know what?
listened-
I'll say this about Eddie Trunk. I heard this lady was like waiting for a long time for Eddie to get to her question. He just gives her like one sentence and just hangs up on her. She waited for like almost 2 hours. Freaking ass.
How about when somebody's talking shit about Sammy Hagar? And I love Sammy, by the way. He hung up on him because he went to Japan. But how many times do we have to hear about your Japan trip, Sammy? We heard it. We're done. We're good. Stop
Sammy
talking about it.
Hagar, get the fuck out of here.
I love Sammy.
You know, and
Hey, it's what it is.
I just got so sick and tired of him saying, "Well, you know, I was at his house, and well, he's a good friend of mine." I was like, dude, I don't care about that part. Talk to me about the music. And
Yeah.
he really, I just lost a lot of favor in him. I was just, you know,
So what do you think about Vince Neil, Mooger? Do you think he sounds the best he's
Well-
ever sounded?
Well, I mean, Vince Neil,
Yeah.
classic fucking frontman. I mean, awesome for Motley Crue.
yeah.
But I would say in the last 20 years, I haven't heard him sing a good concert. I hate to say that. I don't want to piss anybody off. I wish he sung great, but he just doesn't. He just doesn't.
He sounds like Fred Flintstone going, yabba dabba kickstart.
I mean, because like when I hear like "Shout at the Devil," I want to. He's a wolf in the night, you know. I mean, it's like, what the fuck was that? You know, I mean, it's like, okay, you don't have it. That's fine. It's still good to see him out doing it, though. I will say that he didn't throw in the towel. He's trying to get better. He's getting in better shape. And oh, it's painful for me to say, but he's doing it. He's doing it, man. He's doing it. So
Hey, Jerry.
Hmm.
Eddie Trunk, Vince Neil. What the fuck?
oh, I'm
Absolute-
sorry you didn't ask me about Eddie Trunk. who
Oh,
knows
Eddie Trunk,
everybody.
Mooger. What do you?
He knows everybody and everything, and he just knows me, and
You know,
and me,
Jim Florentine and
And I'm sorry,
the other
and
guy's
I'm
better.
only 30 seconds into the podcast. But it's me,
He interrupts
I
his
am
guest
so
to say,
important.
"I'm a good friend of that guy. I'm a good friend of that guy. I'm a good
Oh,
friend of
Eddie
that."
Trunk?
That's
Yeah,
Eddie
he
Trunk's
interrupts all
knee-jerk
his guests to
reaction.
say that.
Eddie
Oh,
Trunk's knee-jerk
Mike Portnoy.
And,
I'm a
Eddie
good friend of
Trunk,
him.
in my opinion, Eddie Trunk is a good guy, but 30 seconds into this podcast is like, I had the opportunity to talk to somebody that I am a good friend with, and I did this with, and I. And it's like, God damn it, dude. Do you ever stop giving it to yourself?
No,
I get it. You're a big deal. Yes, you are.
I'm surprised he's not jacking off during the shows. You know,
He might be.
He might be.
I don't know. But
Yeah.
Eddie Trunk, I'm sure is a good guy. He's a family guy. He has a family. He's a Jersey guy.
But he likes
I
the
get
Giants. That's horrible.
Yeah, you know, my
But
favorite.
but maybe he's
Yeah,
just
Matt.
a little fucking egotistical, and it kind of just kind of like I listened to his podcast. It was like I have the pleasure to listen to somebody I know, and we've been
But
good
he
friends
interrupts
for-
his guest to say that.
right. But it's him. Me. I own a
Hey,
place
but
in
you
Vegas, by the
got
way.
Seekus Stanley on there a lot on his show, and Seekus Stanley likes to go me too.
Who's that?
You know what? I got
Tim
one
Breen.
of my favorite Eddie Trunk stories was when
Uh-oh.
he was gonna interview Kiss's manager. What's Kiss's
Doc
manager?
McGee.
He was gonna interview Doc McGee, and he posted it on Twitter, and then Doc McGee canceled on that day.
Because
then
Paul
Eddie Trunk
Stanley's a bitch.
Eddie
He
Trunk
said it was
imme-
because
Eddie,
of Paul Stanley.
Eddie
Paul
Trunk
Stanley.
Eddie Trunk immediately assumed it was Paul Stanley's doing because Paul Stanley doesn't like me. Yeah, because you don't shut the fuck up about Kiss.
Nope. I will give something to
And
Eddie
look,
Trunk.
I'll say this: Paul Stanley is a very sensitive man. But yeah, Paul Stanley does not have to come on his show.
But the thing is,
Oh, is
Eddie
that what they're
Trunk
calling
does
him?
say, he does say what all you Kiss fucking nerds say out there is that he wasn't cool with fucking Eric Singer and Tommy Thayer wearing the makeup.
Yeah.
And that's why they don't want to talk to Eddie Trunk because he actually said what you Kiss nerds out there say. They should have had their own personas. I will give Eddie Trunk that one.
Didn't he
It
flip
would have
out
been
on another guest
stupid.
that did?
It would have been stupid for Kiss other people to pick their fucking own characters. That's
Hey, Vinnie
dumb.
Vincent and Eric Carr
It's
did.
dumb. It's stupid, and it would not have
But
profited the
Vinnie
brand.
Vincent was the Aqu Warrior, and he
No.
had Eric Carr as his
Yeah,
own guy.
yeah, and at that time they had to do that.
And his
This
good friend
time
Ace
around,
Frehley.
they were like, nope, we're gonna fucking keep it the Star Child, the Demon, the Spaceman, the Cat, whatever.
His good buddy Ace Frehley.
Well, he is. I will give him that. That is his good buddy because
I know, but he
Ace.
probably wiped the
No,
ass of that
what
terrible
were they gonna
foul.
become? Dogman, Walrus Boy?
Walrus boy.
All right, Jerry. What do you think about Eddie Trunk and that shit, man? About him talking about Vince Neil being a good singer. I think Eddie. I think
I
Jerry
think
fell
Jerry's
asleep.
asleep.
Jerry, you did a mooger.
No, fucking
I thought you pulled a mooger
Ed,
on me.
Eddie Trunk and me, we're fucking great friends. We have tea every Tuesday mornings. We just talk about shit all day. Great fucking friend. We went fucking underwear shopping the other day at TJ Maxx. We had a great fucking time. I mean, we just love each other. I mean, there's not a better guy in the world. And he's absolutely right about Vince Neil. Vince Neil is fucking sounding the best he has ever sounded in years. You know, Ronnie James Dio, Robert Plant, fucking Vince Neil nowadays blows them all the fuck away, dude. I mean, their new songs rule. I mean, there's nothing fucking better out right now than new Motley Crue. John Five, he's his own man. You know, he does his best solos on these songs. It's just an incredible run they're on right now. So fan fucking tastic.
And what do you really think, Jerry?
I just told you.
No, that is a
Oh,
lie.
Jerry,
That's a lie.
Stop me
So-
to decipher what Jerry just said.
And I was gonna
Molecule-
be dog man for Kiss, but goddamn it, they took that idea from me. So
No,
fuck.
I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. Jerry said, in his own words, Molecule sucked. Kiss is like, what the fuck? And yeah.
But I still stand by what I said the other day. That new Cat Von D song is better than any
Oh
of those
my
fucking
god, Mandy!
and better than any of those fucking new Motley Crue songs.
Hell
I
yeah!
love Cat Von D.
That new song
I
she
love
sings with
Cat
Alyssa White from Arch Enemy is fucking awesome, dude. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh
That's
my
the-
god,
that-
it's so good. I've listened to it twice.
The
And
things I would do to-
my nose bled twice, and I think my ears
Cool.
did too.
The things
Yeah,
I would do
it
to get
has
with
that
Cat-
effect. It's all that cool adrenaline, man. It's that
A 5 out of 6. I
from a
got
great
you.
fucking tune.
I got
Hey,
you.
Eddie Trunk likes the new Marilyn Manson. Do you guys like that shit?
I haven't checked it out yet.
I don't want to.
I
my
will say
nose
I
bled,
would
my
do
ears
I would do
bled, but
anything to
I
get with Cat Von
goddamn,
D.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love
You
it.
love the new Marilyn Manson?
I said I got a big crush on Cat Von D. I'd do anything to get with her.
Oh, of course you would. But she's hot. But what about
Nice little
Alex
goth mama.
Van Halen, man?
Well, she's a Christian now, and she doesn't.
Hey, I'm a Christian too.
Well,
I'm a
so am
Christian
I,
too, man.
But
But
she's not going to take it.
I'm not a
Oh.
follower.
I'm just gonna say one thing. I just had it in my head and I lost it. Oh my god. Alex Van Halen, that new book, Brothers.
Oh, nice.
I think he is grumpy as fuck because he is being a hypocrite on shit. Because there's old video that Sammy posted that said how much he loves Sammy, blah 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 blah. And in the book, he's saying he sucks. not
No, in the
same.
book, he doesn't even mention his name.
Well, he says David Lee Roth is the best thing, but when Sammy came in the band, he says we could do more with Sammy than we could with Roth.
Commercially.
No, he said Sammy could play guitar. He could help Eddie out.
But did you see the part where he didn't even ever mention Sammy's name?
No, he didn't.
Nope.
What the fuck
And
is, you know,
and
Sammy's
it's a
being more of a
mourning
gentleman
brother,
than,
and he could say that I get the best of both worlds. No pun in every pun intended. I get to experience Diver Down era, and I get to experience best of both worlds 901 UO2. So I get to experience all of it. I am the luckiest Van Halen fan ever because I will enjoy the Van Halen, the David Lee Roth, who's turned into a complete fucking psychopath, and I will get to enjoy the Sammy, who's kind of turned into a psychopath. But I'll get both of them.
hey, I will go an inch further. I do like the Gary Sharon album,
The who?
the Gary Sharon Van Halen album.
Oof.
Don't like it
I
all.
like Fire in the Hole. I like a lot of those songs off that album. I like Without You. I like that. It took me 20 years to
Are you
get into
talking
that.
about the last album?
Van
Van
Halen
Halen
3.
3 is what he's talking about.
Van Halen 3. I love
Are
Gary
you
Sharon.
off, Steve?
I love Extreme. I love his voice.
I love Extreme too.
You do?
Yes.
How'd that happen? Jerry
I don't know.
hates
I've
him.
always liked them.
But
I've
I'm just
always liked
saying.
them.
But what do you think about Alex Van Halen, Andy? Do you think he's grumpy?
Oh, jeez, Alex Van Halen. Do I think he's grumpy? I think what he's doing is he's reading everything that's going on social media, and he is taking the sides of the most popular opinion.
He's pandering.
Yeah,
I agree with you on that. Jerry.
Absolutely, he's grumpy. I'm fucking grumpy too, so I get it. Absolutely. I mean, he is, and good for him. Um, he's earned the right to be grumpy, so let him be grumpy. And you're exactly right. He's trying to sell a book, so he's pandering. So
Yep.
he'll say whatever it takes to
to get the majority.
sell the books.
But the thing is, did you also hear that a lot of people who wrote books on Van Halen said that he is stealing from them?
He's lifting from them
He's
books.
lifting from them, and he's
Yep.
not giving them credit.
Well, if it's a fact, it's a fact. You know, if somebody wrote a fact about the band, and Alex rewrote it, and it's a fact. What's he supposed to do?
He should give
You know
them
what I'm saying?
credit.
But he's the one that made up. He was the one that did the fact. He was in the action of that fact.
But these
Yeah,
books
exactly.
came out before his book, though.
Yeah,
Doesn't
but he
matter.
was
He
there
lived
when
it.
it happened.
He lived it.
It's like Freeform Rock Podcast. Chris Senzak told me
Hold on. Well,
I
I'm
put
sorry.
an interview up with somebody, and he said I should, in the notes, I should give this person credit for doing that interview. Alex should also.
Were any of the things that he supposedly resaid lies or untruths?
But the thing is, he should give them credit.
Why?
Just-
He lived it. It's
He
his
took
story.
quote, but he took quote from them.
No. Well, I obviously you're not trying to understanding what I'm trying to say here.
I do.
But
I do, but I'm just saying. I think he should have said, "Hey,
if anything, it adds legitimacy to that.
Truth,
So,
yeah. He should not have to cite someone for what he lived through.
I mean, if an album reaches number one, he says this album reached number one, and the guy said before that was a number one album.
but the thing is, he's talking shit about Sammy when he was saying a lot of good shit about him at the same time. That makes no sense.
Well,
He's
this
only-
is the way he feels now.
Well, it's the way he feels now, but back then he didn't feel that way.
Well,
And
of
the
course,
thing
he's gonna
is-
feel that way. You're talking
I
about when
thi-
Sammy was in the
the
band.
thing
Is that what you're
is-
talking about?
Sammy said he apologized to Eddie, and
Wait,
Eddie accepted him.
wait. Did you say that he said that when Sammy was in the band, right?
He said he loved when Sammy was in the band. He
Did he
said
say
that
that?
Sammy could do more than
When did
David
he
Lee
say that? Is
Roth.
what I'm asking. When did he say that?
He's, I will, Sammy posted that interview that Alex did.
I was gonna say if he said it while Sammy was in the band, of course he's gonna say Sammy can do more.
Why
Because
would
what's he
he,
gonna say?
dude? Eddie said that too.
Of course they're gonna say he's
Of course
better
they
because he's
are.
in the band.
No, but the thing is, Sammy could play guitar with Eddie
Right.
and help him out on shit. And Sammy had more of a vocal range than David Lee Roth. And that is fucking true.
Again, you're not getting what I'm trying to say.
I get what you're trying to say. He's trying to like say, hey, well, Sammy's in the band. I'm gonna fucking promote him more than when David was in the
Yeah,
band because
of
Sammy's in the
course.
band now. I get that. But I think Alex is lying. Alex was a really great friend with Sammy at that time.
Yeah, at that time.
Yeah, I could see the interview. It's like, yeah, we like Sammy in the band, but I'd fucking take Dave any day of the week, Sammy. You know that? Ha 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 ha. Ha. Yeah, I would. You know what's he supposed to say, dude?
But the thing is, I believe him.
You know what? It's hard to believe any of these fuckers nowadays. It really is. I
It
mean,
really is.
their last album was a perfect fucking example of everything.
Don't talk shit about a perfect kind of truth.
No, I'm saying a different kind of truth is so
Different.
fucking true, is what I'm saying.
It's a great fucking
Everybody
album.
has their own views and
It's
opinions, truths.
I will say that's the hardest Van Halen album they
Uh,
ever did. A different kind of truth.
I think it sucks dog balls, but that's just
Oh,
my
it doesn't
opinion.
suck dog balls, dude.
It's okay. It's not.
I would question it.
It
You know
is.
what? Like I
Let
said,
let Mooger talk about it. He's brave being senator. Mooger.
could I say one thing? They started out with Tattoo, and that just ended it for me.
Well,
Right there.
Tattoo kind of fucked it up, but the rest of the songs like Chinatown, a lot of songs on the
Stay
album.
frosty, stay shitty.
Mooger, unmute yourself.
Unmute.
Unmute yourself, bitch. You're muted. Travis, there you go, Mooger. What do you think about a different kind of truth?
What do I think about what?
A different kind of truth.
Who?
Van Halen last album with David Lee Roth.
Sucks.
What?
Okay.
It sucks really bad.
I agree.
And David Lee Roth needs to check himself. And Alex Van Halen did the perfect thing about letting so much time go, and then he put out a memoir and he released so much shit. I like it. I like what he has done.
Travi.
Love that album.
Thank you.
I love every.
Holy shit, that's a fucking stupid album.
I
You
love
know,
every. I love
I'm
every.
gonna say fuck off. Fuck off. Different kind of truth. Rules. Chinatown.
I
As
love.
is one of the best Van Halen songs of all time. Go ahead, Travi.
I love every song on that album, including Tattoo, man.
Really?
I like
Yeah.
that too.
You like you have like every song on that record.
There's not one bad song on that
It's,
album, man.
You
yeah,
like one song on that record? You're a fucking
Beats-
idiot.
Beats. Beats
Fuck
work.
off, Mooger.
Beats work. No, I love Mooger. Beats working.
Well, I'm just gonna
I'm
fuck
just
off.
putting my
No,
fucking.
man, and we're busting each other's balls. It's all good.
Yeah,
God
that's all
damn
we're
it.
doing.
As
This
it,
album is shit.
honey, baby, sweetie doll.
Oh my god, so good.
It's just a great album. And look, I'm not. Disclaimer: I'm not a Sammy Hagar Van Halen fan, but I'm not one of those Sammy. I'm not a Van Hagar.
Let me ever
I don't. I don't.
songs.
I don't let the hounds loose on Sammy Hagar. I just keep myself quiet when it comes to Sammy. I don't hate Sammy Hagar. I'm just not a fan of the.
Sammy.
Not a real fan of that
Well,
stuff.
that's what I grew up with.
I love the. It's fine. I don't have anything against people that love Sammy Hagar. It's all good. I'm just a fan of the six pack. That's how I got
I
into
love
Van
you for
Halen.
that.
My favorite Van Halen album is Van Halen 2.
My favorite Van Halen
Mine
is
too.
Fair Warning.
Yeah, we
This
yeah.
is Van Halen fucking 4.
Which one?
Van Halen 4.
Oh, we're spending way too much. What do you think about, you Andy, you're like on and off about the album, right?
I am on and off about that album. I think it's got some really good songs, but they also have some clunkers on there.
What
Even
are the
though
clunkers?
huh?
What are the clunkers?
Well, I gotta look it up because I don't
Okay.
remember the
That's a
title.
cool show.
All right.
You got a Coheed and Cambria
I
I
love-
want you gotta say the clunkers. I think that's a perfect album to
Hold
me.
on. I gotta look it up because I don't remember all the songs on that album.
I
I
love
don't know, but
Steve Frost.
Mooger's shirt rules, by the way.
I love Coheed and Cambria.
Wait, what shirts you wearing?
Coheed
Coheed
and
and
Cambria.
Cambria.
Oh, right on.
First of all, I know that Stave Frosty is fucking dumb.
Oh,
Oh,
blows.
Frosty.
Oh, god damn it.
That's the perfect sequel to Ice Cream Man.
it is, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we lost Mooger.
I hope I
that's
didn't.
fine,
I
'cause
hope
I'm
I
not
didn't.
an Ice
I
Cream
hope.
Man fan.
I hope I
either.
didn't piss him off.
Nah, he's fucked up.
But I love a different kind of truth. That album kicks ass.
I agree with you, man.
We won't talk about the live album.
After the abortion
Okay, with it.
after the abortion of Van Hagar, Honey Baby Sweetie Doll completely
You
cleansed.
would think that way. You would think so. I would thought so too, but man, I don't know.
But hey, I'd love to do a Van Halen 2 review with you guys. That would rule.
Did we do Van Halen 2 yet? No, we haven't.
We should do Diver Down so that I can
We
show
haven't done Diver
over.
Down
yes!
either, or Fair
I
Warning.
love Dive Down.
I'm waiting for James West to get on Fair Warning now.
Okay,
I would love to do Fair Warning.
I want to do.
That
I
James
wanna-
West has to be on there. I won't do it without
I want
James.
to do Diver Down so I can talk about how horrible it is.
Well, if we do Diver
Aw.
Down, we need to. Well, if we do Diver Down, we got to have me and Eric RMCP because he loves that album too.
The album sucks balls. That's
That's-
What,
I think that's
what's
Eric's
your worst
favorite,
Neil
anyway.
Young album, dude?
Huh?
What's your worst Neil Young album, Andy?
Oh wow, there's quite a bit. There's at least about 5 that I just can't stand.
I hope it's the Rockabilly one.
I actually like that album because I like rockabilly.
I like Rockabilly, but you don't like
I like
Stray Cats, though.
rock. I don't like Old Ways. Old Ways is so country for me. I don't like that album. I don't like Trans either. I thought Trans was a bad album. Let's see. I'm trying to go into. He's got a couple of clunkers that came out in the 2020s that I don't like. The 90s were solid. The 2000s were solid. The 2010s was a mixed bag for me. But when you're almost 50 years into your career, you're still releasing albums. Because there's a lot of bands, oh, well, this is our 50th anniversary. But you haven't done shit in a long time.
I still think his best album is Everyone Knows Nowhere.
Oh, that's one of my favorites by
That's how I got into Neil Young. My dad had that on CD, and I listened to that, and I never looked back.
I think it was Ohio by Crosby, Stills, Nash. And
Oh,
Young.
that song's a masterpiece.
I love Ohio.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Andy, but Neil Young is your second favorite artist, right?
No, first.
Yeah, after.
Oh, the Beatles. After the Beatles, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Sure.
Cowgirl in the Sand.
Oh, yeah, that's a great album. Too.
Jesus, such a great album. Round and Round. It's a perfect album. All filler, no filler.
Yeah. It really is. But I do have a 5 or 6 albums that I do own, but that I really don't listen to that much. But 5 or 6 out of almost 50, it's pretty damn good.
Do you like the Blue Notes? Neil Young and the Blue Notes?
It's okay. I like their. In fact, I've kind of warmed up to that album since I'm getting more into blues jazz.
Don't want no cash.
Yeah, that, and I've also got that on a live disc as well. So the live is a little bit more grittier.
All right. I just want to ask one question.
Yep.
We talked about Neil Young. Why do you guys hate Bon Jovi, Jerry?
What? Oh, geez.
Why do you hate Bon Jovi, Jerry?
Boy, we retreading topics from years of lore. I don't hate John Bon Jovi personally.
I said
I
Bon
think he's a
Jovi,
good
the
guy.
band.
Because they suck. It's weak. It's too poppy, too clean. I do like some clean. If to say that I don't like some bands like Bon Jovi, I would be lying. But there's just something so
House of
I
Lords
don't know.
is not as good as Bon Jovi, dude.
Would
I
you?
love some House of Lords.
I just said I like some bands that are like Bon Jovi, and I just don't like Bon Jovi.
House of
Just
Lords.
because it's a genre doesn't mean I hate everything from that genre. There's just something so fake and plastic about Bon Jovi,
Oh, really?
especially in the early years, that I just never got into. Or, I mean, to me, they were a glam rock boy band, which there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you
One
like. More
thing-
power to you.
Those lyrics that John wrote were not fucking boy band shit, dude.
Well, I mean, later, his lyrics did get kind of good, but come on, you shot through
Dude,
the heart,
the
and you're
first
too blind
album
to
is
give love a bad
the
hand.
first album, fucking Runaway, dude. That was not.
Oh, that
fucking-
song sucks.
And
However,
you
that
like fucking, you like Jefferson Starship. This
I
is
love
Miracle.
Jefferson Starship.
again, you're missing the point. Just because it's a genre doesn't mean I hate everything in that genre, dude. I don't know, dude. I just, they just never.
You don't
They
like
always struck me wrong.
Roulette?
Jefferson
They always-
Starship's awesome. What the fuck are you talking about?
Roulette rules, dude.
Jefferson Starship. What the fuck? I love Jefferson Starship.
I
That's
love
the best
Jefferson
carnation of the
Starship,
band.
man.
But
No, I'm
I'm
talking
just
about Bon
saying,
Jovi.
but you got Roulette out the first album, Runaway out the first album, and you got 7,800 Fahrenheit with In and Out of Love. Fucking
The only song I really
Silent
like.
Night.
Hold on. The only song I like from Bon Jovi is a cover song, and it's "She Don't Know Me." That's the only song I really like from Bon Jovi, and that's a cover too.
Dude, they up to the album 2020, they never made it a bad album for me.
Oh, they've made
Ugh.
several bad albums, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I love This House Is Not For Sale.
that's the
Great
one that
album.
stupid ass country song.
No, that was the country album. This
Fucking
House Is
suck.
Not For Sale is a really good album.
How much do you
But-
hate Bon Jovi, Jerry?
Yeah, it's just that they a
No,
lot.
rants, do it.
A
Man.
lot. I mean, I just never
Good.
got them. I mean, to me, they are a
But
little
you
bit
like
more than-
House of Lords.
I love House of
Do
Lords.
I have to repeat myself over and over again?
What do you hate
just
House
because-
of Lords for?
House
Just
of
be-
Lords is more cheesy and more
I
radio
heard
friendly than Bon Jovi.
They did a really cool song called Rock Bottom. It was on one of their
James
later
Christian
albums.
is a much better fucking singer than John Bon Jovi.
No,
first of all.
he isn't. Bon Jovi.
Absolutely.
John could sing.
Greg
James
Jafria could fucking show David Bryan how to play more than one fucking.
Yeah.
Greg Jeffrey only played on 3 or 4 albums of that.
Alec John Such. Did he actually fucking play on the album?
No, that was the other guy.
Now,
And he's great.
Richie is a bad boy. I'll give you that much. He's a good guitar player. Nothing bad to say about Richie. He was probably
I love Bon Jovi.
only shining light about Bon Jovi was Richie Sambora.
No,
But
no.
You know,
told
everybody
me-
makes all this stuff about John
Bill
Bon Jovi.
X
Oh,
is a
he
great
helps
guitar
the-
player
He
too.
helps the homeless and shit. I'm like, listen. I remember when Dee Snider was hosting like a
D.
hair
Snyder
band-
is a fucking hypocrite.
no. There was like a hair band revival thing to like help with what was going on post 9/11, and they asked John Bon Jovi if he wanted to bring the band to do it, and Bon Jovi's like, "Oh, we're not hair metal no more. We're not gonna do it."
They aren't. They are rock and
I know,
roll,
but
dude.
it just turned down. It was a charity event, man. I'm like,
yeah,
right.
you ever see that show, The Heights, on MTV in the early 90s?
Show sucks.
That's what Bon Jovi reminds me of right now.
No.
Okay.
How
dude,
do you talk to an angel?
Jerry? I love your shirt.
Sorry, Andy.
You're wearing Doc and Under Lock and Key.
I
Yeah.
like
Fucking
like
album.
Slippery When Wet. Well, some of it.
You gotta
There's
go,
some
Andy?
I like.
Huh?
There's some.
You gotta go?
No.
Oh, I thought you said you gotta go. Okay.
No.
Andy, do you
Let's
like
say
Bon
that I was
Jovi?
gonna-
What do you think about Bon Jovi, Andy?
Yes, Bon Jovi was my very first concert in 1986. Slippery was my very first concert.
Stop
Cinderella-
laughing at him, man.
Hey, man, I was in the 5th grade, fool.
I'm sorry.
What was your first concert,
I'm sorry.
Travis?
My first concert was the REO Speedwagon. What was your first concert, Travis?
I saw Scab Grand Funk Railroad in 2011.
Well, that
Oh,
sucks. I'm
Grand Funk
sorry.
Railroad? Like
Scab
the I'm like
Scab
the
Grand Funk
guy
Railroad.
that's still in it.
with Bruce Kulick playing.
Yeah, that ain't a real graphic wherever, man.
Anyway, so Bon Jovi was my first concert with Cinderella opening up for the Night Songs tour, and I liked Bon Jovi, but they really lost me big time after New Jersey. After that, I lost touch with them. So I guess most of the years of their existence, I don't get into it at all. I guess we're out of that stage.
I
of
love
Bon
the.
Jovi.
I don't like the 2020 album.
Yeah.
I saw them on This House Is Not for Sale, which is a great album.
Okay.
John lost his voice.
Should have been this album.
John lost his voice after this album. But Jerry, I love Dokken Under Lock.
I was dating my friend Dina. I think you and Andy know my friend Dina. She's my ex-girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry, I know her too.
I was dating her at the time. That's all she fucking listened to was New Jersey and Striper. I didn't like Striper at the time, but I learned to really like Striper through the years. But I could never like Bon Jovi, and I was that shit was every day listening to that. So I still don't like it.
I'm not good music. I am not a Striper guy.
I'm not either.
Travis, you suck.
I'm not.
It's okay. I'm glad they suck.
You suck because Michael Sweet is one of the best songwriters.
He is a great vocal. He's a great vocalist. It's just they haven't aged well for me.
I don't really like to mix my Christian with my rock.
Dokken, however, kicks ass.
Yeah.
I will tell you one thing. I don't like any Christian rock. Striper is the only Christian rock band I like. I don't like Charles Clay. I don't like all those fucking Petra, whatever they are. Striper is a real heavy metal band with a good message.
And hey, Andy.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to laugh about the Bon Jovi concert thing.
Believe me, it doesn't bother me.
I'm just drunk and I'm high and I'm.
You know what? A great Christian band is Faith Plus One. Check them out. They're really good.
Charles Clay had one good song.
Eric J. Cartman.
I was trying to fool you guys. I guess I can't fool Travis and South Park.
But Dokken, when did you get into Dokken, Jerry?
I don't know, dude. Just listening to MTV and
Breaking
radio.
The Chains?
I don't know, man. I can't pinpoint a moment where I got into Dokken. I just did. It's hard to pinpoint exactly when you get into some of these bands.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And that's
I did get into Bon Jovi.
It was probably that video for It's Not Love, because I thought that video was cool shit. That may have been the first Dokken thing I ever really liked. Maybe, I'm not 100% sure, dude. I remember that video kicking ass.
Bon
Jovi was In and Out of Love.
Terrible.
And Dokken was Breaking the Chains.
Good tune.
For me in Dokken, it was when I fell in love with them was In My Dreams off of Lock and Key.
A great fucking song.
And then I moved back from there. Then I went to Tooth and Nail, and
Tooth and Nail rips.
But I saw them open up for Aerosmith on a Permanent Vacation tour.
How was that?
They were horrible.
What?
They're not a great live band.
At the Long Beach Arena on a Permanent Vacation tour with Back from the Attack. George and Don were fighting on stage the whole time. It was awful, dude. But I saw Dokken on the Erase the Slate at the House of Blues in Hollywood, and they were amazing.
To me, Tooth and Nail is all killer, no filler.
Oh,
love that album.
Yeah.
My second favorite would be Back for the Attack.
I love Back for the Attack. It's one of my favorite albums by them.
My favorite Dokken ballad is Walk Away.
Oh, that's a great song, dude.
I still like Alone as my favorite.
Yeah, Alone.
Hell yeah. When Heaven Comes Down.
Yeah.
Heaven Comes Down.
Man, okay, here's a question. Because they both came out the same year. Dokken Tooth or Nail or Rat Out of the Cellar?
Out of the Cellar.
Rat Out of the Cellar, 100%.
Rat Out of the Cellar.
Out of the Cellar, 100%.
Absolutely.
Tooth and Nail.
All right.
Out of the Cellar, hands down.
Yeah. Out of the Cellar is... I brought that single round and round to my church.
Have we reviewed that yet?
I gotta look at that.
Yeah, we did Out of the Cellar a long time ago.
Oh,
I
well,
gotta
you know
do
what?
that as a vinyl
We'll
battle.
do it again.
Yeah,
Do it
that'd be
again.
good. That'd be a good vinyl battle. You're
Hey,
right.
tell me, I will take off from thatmetalstation.com
Yeah,
like I'm doing
I
this
know.
week with you.
I know that we did a rat out of the solar against what though?
I don't remember.
I
What?
know we did Bon Jovi "Slippery When Wet" versus Cinderella's "Night Song." So that was my first time with you
Oh
guys.
yeah. And of
Well,
course,
that's an easy one.
yeah, yeah. Oh well, I was
I
the
think
one.
Night Songs won that, right?
Yeah, it did like big time.
Yeah,
I
It was
wasn't
me and Eric. Me and
that
Eric.
like slippery when wet. No, now that I'm in the mood, I want to go on my little rant. Yesterday, my nephew went trick or treating, and this was down in Corpus Christi, and he went dressed as Patrick Mahomes, the football player. Three grown ass men picked on him for wearing that costume. I mean, my nephew's 8 years old. He's just getting into football. Patrick Mahomes is his favorite player, so he asked my sister and brother-in-law if he could dress up like him. They did, but dude, how can three grown-ass men be making fun of a kid because of his costume?
were they drunk?
That
Does
is
he,
ridiculous.
does he live in Philadelphia?
No, they live in Corpus Christi, which is
They
cowboy
throw
country.
fucking
Cowboy.
Philly fans throwing full beer bottles at little kids for wearing the other team's jerseys. I mean, trashiest fucking fan base in the league, right there,
I
Philadelphia.
agree with you.
It is so ridiculous how
It is, man. It
how
is.
how they're this. I mean, my sister was saying that he didn't even feel like trick or treating anymore. He felt so,
Yeah, that's uncool.
you
That's
know,
That's messed up. Fuck those guys, man.
and I hope that doesn't deter him from enjoying football because he loves it.
Yeah,
And
you know what? Those three adults are probably not getting laid, so they're
Yeah.
probably
and
just.
and we all gravitate towards a team or towards a player when we're young, which we build our fandom from when we're children. And I hope that this doesn't deter him because he plays basketball and football and he loves it. And for those, so that's just a message for people out there, you grown ups. Don't pick on kids because of what they like. That's the biggest pussy move you could possibly do. I know that you and I, we go back and forth about sports, but we're grown men, and 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 we don't get our feelings hurt like an 8 year old kid does.
No.
And I thought that was shitty, man.
I hate
When it
your
comes when it
team.
comes
You
when it
hate
comes to
my
hurting
team. I
when it,
never go. I never
when
get
it hurt when
personal
it comes
with
to
you.
hurting women, children, and animals, you're a piece of shit. That's
Yeah,
physically and mentally.
yeah,
You know, Andy, we go back and forth about
yeah,
our baseball teams.
yeah.
We never get personal, dude.
Oh no, of course not.
And
No.
especially music, man. Especially music. We don't jump on each other's backs.
Oh,
No, Jerry likes Ghost. I don't give a fuck about Ghost. But you know what? I
Yeah,
tell
have fun.
Jerry, enjoy it, man. Have fun with
I
it.
just enjoy
Go
being.
and rock with your cock out, Jerry. You're gonna
I
see
just
that
I
show.
what matters to
Enjoy it,
me.
man.
I just enjoy being with you guys, just chilling and talking music.
hey, so have you ever seen?
Nobody at my workplace gives a shit about music. They just care about what's being played on the radio.
Well, there's this girl. She's like 24, and she likes to do a lupa. Jerry,
Ew.
I let her know that was
She can't even
talked
sing
about
live.
on
He actually does sing live.
yeah.
She dropped her mic and she wasn't
Some
singing.
things she does, but she sang live at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. People were ragging how flat she was, but it's like at least she was fucking singing live.
Yeah, well, I know that on SNL they don't let you sing live anymore.
No.
So
Ashley Simpson.
no, that's kind of more of the Janet Jackson Super Bowl thing. Yeah.
She had great boobs though.
And the Sinead O'Connor thing probably didn't help it out either.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, you know
They learned to shut them. They learned to shut the mics out, at the right time now.
yeah, or they just don't give you a mic that works.
Yeah.
They just don't give you a mic that works.
I'm
That's why
so
they're-
pissed off that the Super Bowl doesn't like change it up.
Well, that's because Jay-Z is in charge of what
That's
goes
freaking.
on in what goes on at halftime now.
Remember, they used to went pop, rock, metal, and
Oh.
now they're just hip hop.
Yeah, because Jay-Z's in charge.
When have they
you
gone
need
metal?
to take him out of that.
They
Well,
can't.
don't give a shit about
Metal.
Super
They
Bowl.
signed a contract with him.
Well,
And
I hope that Diddy fucks him up.
Metal.
Right.
Diddy.
When was there a metal halftime show? When was that?
Oh, that was before him because ever since he's been there, it's all been rap. It was Rihanna who's on his label. I mean, all this is.
But who metal?
Huh?
The
Who was
last the metalist group was fucking the Who.
That's rock and roll.
Yeah, but it's kind of
Never been
metal.
a metal band.
There's
Well,
never been.
Mark just said. That's what Mark said.
Metallica
I-
should
I
be
didn't mind that.
Metallica should be playing a halftime show.
They won't.
They won't.
Oh no, because it's not family friendly.
No.
Yeah, you figured they'd at least have them play
God.
live when they played in San Francisco Stadium, their hometown. I mean,
Yeah,
Everything.
I really.
The thing is, when you watch NFL games, it's all metal and rock that are playing in the
it
stadium.
is.
Yeah, and I think that whatever the home team is, it should be someone from that area to represent the area. Is what I think.
Probably. Yeah, true.
Metallica, San
don't-
Francisco Niners. There you go.
Yeah, but the last good show, I don't even know what the last good show was. It's been a while.
Was that Prince?
It may have been.
Miami.
And that wasn't, like a spectacular show, but I would take that over a lot of the shit they've had nowadays, though. I'll say that
The
much.
Lady Gaga show was good.
Lady Gaga show was good too.
Katy Perry
It-
was
I-
awful.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was bad with those.
I think Bruno Mars was good.
The sharks,
Mars
the sharks
is
that were
good.
dancing. Yeah.
You-
Bruno Mars has a duet with Lady Gaga that just
Uh,
came out, but I haven't heard it yet.
I can't stand that fucking guy either. I hate
No,
that
but
guy.
the thing is, he came out playing drums, and that was a great halftime show.
Bruno Mars.
He could play. He is a great musician. I
I
might
love-
not like his music, but that Super Bowl halftime show is great.
He
I,
had
no,
good
I hate the
songs on his
lazy
first
song.
album.
I hate the
I
lazy.
think the last great Super Bowl halftime show was Prince or Tom Petty and Heartbreakers.
Yeah, that Tom Petty was a good one.
Was a great one.
Yeah.
Who the fuck thought the idea was to put fucking Maroon 5 there? That was one of the worst.
Oh God, they
Those
suck.
guys suck.
Fuck
And when-
Adam Levine. I'd like to punch him in the face.
And when Slayer did it in '91 was pretty good.
Flair?
Yeah.
'91.
They sang
Dude!
Tom Araya singing the national anthem this year.
Yeah.
I know, so.
Oh my god, I would
Oh,
be,
say can you
I'd be
see?
enjoying myself with that one.
Yeah.
All right, we
Men
should
in
get the,
blood.
Yeah,
Jerry,
talking
you got
about-
any other things you want to talk about, man?
Nah, I'm good, man. I'm tired.
What's your favorite
Fuck
Flair
out.
album, Mark?
None. What do you got any things to talk about, Andy?
No, I'm done.
Travis?
No. But I love being on. Just chilling.
Yeah. This was the after show of Freeform Rock Podcast. Like, share, subscribe. Check out Three Shot Sound Podcast also. Black Spinner Podcast. Rock and Metal Combat Podcast. The Decibel Geek Podcast. Check them out because we are real. We ain't fake. We tell you our true opinions. All these podcasts. The other podcasts, well, what's that? Growing Up Rock. I will put them in there too because Sonny Pooney always says meh. So I like Stephen Michael
Also
too.
support the Freeform Rock podcast and support the Plug podcast.
Yeah, I was gonna get the plug because I love Bushy
One more
and I don't
thing.
like.
This is the last show before a certain date that's going to happen sometime next week. Be good to each other.
Yes.
All right. It's crazy season and the crazy day is happening in a couple days. Remember, those guys don't give two shits about you. You still got to get up the next day, go to work. You're still going to have to fucking pay taxes.
Yeah.
It ain't worth hurting your neighbor over.
Thank
That's all
you.
I got to say.
Thank you, because I'm worrying about that, Jerry.
We're the fuck out of here and fuck what Jerry just said. But
Politics
he
and for the
knows what I
players.
mean. You know what
Fuck what
I
I
mean.
just said. Is it not true?
It's
What I
true.
just said?
It's
Politics
true.
suck.
Hey,
Everybody
I didn't want to
gets
say
all-
that
every-
P
every-
word. I
Everybody
didn't
gets
want to
all
say the
upset.
P word.
People
I
get
never
obsessed
said it.
over-
I never said it either. I just said
I-
it's
Travis
coming.
did.
hold on.
I said people get obsessed over politics. They need to chill out about it. It doesn't. Jerry's right. It doesn't matter who you vote for. We're still going to wake up every day and go to work.
You said politics. What I'm gonna say is that most of you motherfuckers out there who don't like the same politics agree on 99% of the other shit.
But the thing is that we were able to talk about it a few years ago, and now we
True.
can't. And that's wrong.
Yeah.
That is
Well-
wrong. And we are being shut up by somebody. Someone's keeping us quiet so that we don't share our ideas with each other. And that is wrong.
But
Mr. Big.
I'm just saying for one thing that the left, the right, we disagree on 1% of the shit. But the
Wings
thing
of the
is,
same bird. that'll shit on you.
99% of the shit we agree on. Don't fight. Be nice to each other, man.
Exactly. Love.
Love. I
I
ain't a fucking hippie. I hate fucking hippies.
love hippies.
I
Me
hate
too.
hippies.
I
Stay
love
away-
hippies also. Peace
And
out.
stay
pal.
away from fucking cable media too. That's the most brainwashing
yeah.
shit in the world.
I got
don't
rid of
even
my
watch
cable
that
2 years
long
ago,
time.
man.
All right.
Let's get the fuck Jerry, take us out, man.
All right, guys. Thanks, Travis. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Mooger. I hope you made it safely
Wherever
to
you are.
bed. It was a fun night, guys. This is actually a pretty long fucking tape. It's almost 11:30. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Like I said, just be good to each other. Fucking a rock and roll, and that's more important than the shit happening next Tuesday. So, rock on, everybody. Thanks for being on the show, guys.
Yeah.
All right,
We're
love
out.
you guys.
Later, guys.
Good night.